Did you know humans reproduce at a rate of 1.06 males to every 1 female? This is nature's way of dealing with the biological weakness of male fetuses and babies. Did you know exposure to various pollutants prior to conception can affect fertility? Did you know many of these pollutants are poorly regulated? Did you know Canada joined the US and Australia in their criticisms of the EU's proposed ban of many of these pollutants? Do you know what this means for you? First, let's brush up on some of the technicals. Endocrine disruptor chemicals are mostly man-made, and they can be found in metal, pesticides, flame retardant, food, fragrances, and even more. Humans are exposed to EDCs through inhalation, ingestion, and absorption through the skin. Exposure to EDCs are associated with reduced fertility, changed reproductive function, increases in some cancers, altered immune function, neurodevelopmental delays, and unusual growth patterns. So how do EDCs work? To find out, we'll get some help from a little friend we'll call Aria Plum. Aria lives in a clean town with very little industrial pollution. She breathes easy every day. When one day many industries move into town, pumping out lots of pollution that inevitably follows. So what's going on inside of Aria when this happens? Aria has a system of glands and organs called the endocrine system, which produces, stores, and secretes hormones. When everything is working optimally, the hormones go from one gland or organ to the receptor gland or organ, fitting into a space that is designed specifically for it, just like puzzle pieces fitting together just right. When EDCs are absorbed into this delicate system, they imitate natural hormones like estrogens, androgens, and thyroid hormones. This can produce overstimulation, or they can bind to receptor cells and prevent the real hormone from binding. The receptor signal fails to fire, so the body doesn't respond appropriately. If Aria is exposed to EDCs prior to or during pregnancy, it can affect her body in different ways. One of the ways observed here in Canada, in Sarnia's own Chemical Valley, is a reduced male-to-female ratio of childbirths. Members of the affected community witnessed birth rates of 3 females to 1 male from 1999 to 2003. You may be wondering what sorts of chemicals may cause this type of effect. The National Institute of Health has listed dioxins, PCBs, pesticides, air pollution from incinerators, methylmercury, maternal exposure to radiation, and the fertility treatment clomiphene citrate, and paternal exposure to high voltage and carbon typesetters. Parental smoking is also implicated. Finally, you may be wondering what you can do to limit your exposure to these harmful chemicals. 1. Wash your hands often, avoiding fragranced and antibacterial soaps. 2. Dust and vacuum often. 3. Stop using perfumes and artificial air fresheners. Opt for fresh-cut flowers, baking soda, or orange peel. 4. Stop or reduce the use of plastics. 5. Use fewer canned goods. 6. Consider your food choices to limit exposure to pesticides and mercury. 7. Filter your tap water and drink out of glass. 8. Use vinegar and baking soda for cleaning instead of harsh chemical products. And finally, contact your city councillors, MPs, and MPPs and ask them what they are doing to ensure our health isn't being jeopardized by toxic chemicals like EDCs.